Well, it was a good day for Australasia on Saturday, with New Zealand also playing host to a major race meeting. The KELT Capital Stakes, a Group 1 race, weight for age over 2,040 metres. I suppose you could say it's the Kiwis' version of the Cox Plate. Had I guess what they'd call their best weight for age gallopers going around. A race I guess that had plenty of attention and plenty of focus on it, with Princess Coupe, who has her share of supporters for some upcoming Melbourne spring races going forward. Arvo, your take on the race?
Yeah, look, again, I think she's just proved herself as the best weight for age horse in racing in New Zealand at the moment. Look, she was outstanding yesterday, as she was in the Stony Bridge to start before. She's coming across now for the Cox Plate, and again, you know, without having to say she'll win it, she's certainly one of the hopes, and the markets are now, not that I pay too much attention to what the markets think, but she is second favourite after Weekend Hustler's failure yesterday. I think she's $5 second favourites, and you know, she's up to, I think she's up as good a chance as any, to be honest with you. I think she's come back better this time in than she was last time. She's always hit the line really well, but she's just, I think, probably a length better horse this time. And now she's a 5-year-old mare. She may have taken a little bit more time to mature and actually reach her best, but she's now doing that. She was terrific yesterday, and she sprinted awfully well from the top of the straight. She got a long way back, as is customary with her, but you know, the way she attacked the line and the way she finished off the race, she's definitely a chance in the Cox Plate. Now, the second place horse, Red Ruler, I've been a fan of this horse from the first time I saw him race. He won a Group 2 race earlier in the year at Ellerslie by about 3 lengths, and I fell in love with him that day. He's come across and run second in the Derby. He was disappointing last start in the Stony Bridge, a race I tipped him to win, but he was back to his best yesterday. He's run second at Princess Coupe, and he finished the race off, you know, as well as anything. So he's there somewhere in the mix this spring. I think he can run a big race if he comes down to Australia, whether the Cox Plate may be probably out of his reach, but he showed in the Derby that he can run 2,400 metres, and he might be a lightweight chance in some of those staying races during the spring in Melbourne. Mon de Jure ran third. Now, Nom de Jure ran third, and yeah, I am dyslexic. And yeah, too. So, look, he's had 3 runs back this campaign. Won over 1,400, ran second over a mile, weight for age, now run third in the KELT at weight for age, also over 2,000 metres, which all goes well for this horse because he's being set for the handicap staying races like the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups now.
All goes well for him as well.
Yeah, it does.
As well as all goes well.
Yeah. I just guess they're not happy with the fact that Weekend Hustler got beat yesterday. Now they're trying to pick on me. No, but look, I think all 3 place getters in that race have got a future during the spring in Melbourne. So that's my take on the race, mate. Do you have any other thoughts on this?
It's a bit difficult. I think that she's certainly Princess Coupe. She's doing everything that she has to do, and she's winning really impressively over there. I genuinely feel that they're a rung below our horses in Australia, and she might get found out a little bit at the highest level here. She's always been a filly who's close and thereabouts, but she's just never been there. And yeah, to mine, I feel when she comes here, it'll be the same. She's quite capable of running a place in our good races, but whether she can win, I don't think so. And I'll be happy to bet against her. It's fine to talk about horses like Red Ruler and Nom de Jure, but they're predominantly stayers, horses that have run placings in our Derby, and that was a 2,000 metre race yesterday. And you can really only judge by the other horses that are in the field. I mean, look at the horses: Boundless, Fritzy Boy, Prize Lady, Rios, the Puka, Ginga Dude, Sterling Prince, Spin Around, Prince Carpstad, Katie.
You're trying to make fans in New Zealand.
It's not about that. It's just that's any of those horses, they'll get lapped if they come to Australia.
But so, our depth in our races isn't that great, as we discussed before, Suma.
But at the very highest level, and you're talking about races like the Cox Plate, you just can't. You can't draw.
Suman, you're wrong. You said they're 1 rung below. They're actually about 5.
Well, mate, I don't.
Well, that makes. Well, she may be 1 or 2 rungs below, but that puts her on par with Weekend Hustler.
But you hate to take too much away from a Group 1 winner.
You're kidding.
Because that was a good race yesterday in terms of it being a $2 million race, and it's a shame that we didn't have any Australian representation in that race. I guess it's a programming thing. It's probably logistically difficult to take them there and bring them back, and it's probably not ideal.
They did it with StarCraft once, didn't they?
Well, you just wonder if
failed.
how some of ours would have gone over there. I think that they would have been pretty competitive.
$2 million, it would have been a worthwhile trip.
Why wouldn't you? I'm surprised we didn't actually.
Yeah, well, it's 2 million New Zealand, so that's probably about 50,000 Aussie. But still, even given that, no, look, I think jokes aside, it was a good effort. I don't know that she's come back better. I think that when you look at her finishing blitz, it certainly looks really impressive. But for mine, she's the same as what she was, and that is a filly that's 1.5, 2 lengths behind the very best, and I think she's a place getter at best.
That's where we differ, I guess. But that's good.
Look, again, my thoughts are well documented on the state of, I guess, New Zealand form and what it means for Princess Crew to be doing what she's doing to that field. She's second favourite in the Cox Plate for a reason, because she'll be competitive. She's already been competitive, so I guess, yeah, perhaps you're right, she's proven that she's come back a bit better. I still don't think it's good enough. I saw Excellent doing some amazing things to New Zealand horses there for a while, and he came to the Cox, well, first he came to the Derby and failed abysmally, then he came to the Cox Plate, failed again, and then ran a brilliant race in the Melbourne Cup. I think he was a better horse than what she is, and he wasn't able to step up to that Cox Plate level. Don't think she's really stretches beyond, look, 1.5 miles is probably her limit. She's going to find it hard in the Caulfield Cup, giving way to some good horses. She'll find it hard in the Cox Plate at Wait for Age against our best. So, if she's one of your horses, stick with her. You've got no reason not to, but I won't be jumping aboard.
How far would she win the Maya Classic by? She'd win a race like that.
Oh, yeah,
well, that Miss Potential, was she a Kiwi horse?
Yeah, she was.
She came across and only just got beat, I think, by Latorio in that Maya. Yeah, I mean, she'd be a great chance in that. She
won that.
should enjoy it.
I think she beat Lingy.
Yeah.
She gave Lingy like 8 kilos.
And didn't she come back again and got beat by Latorio then?
Latorio.
I'm pretty sure she did, yeah. Latorio. Yeah, so look, that's my take on it. Look, I think Latorio has come back better than the likes of Nom de Jeu and Red Ruler. So, while again they're thereabouts, I think you're better off following Latorio in the Cups races going forward. That's my take on it. I thought Boundless was disappointing. That's one other talking point from the race. She had the gun run, popped off the fence at the right time, made her run, and didn't even run a place. So I thought she was disappointing.
No, I think we can draw a line through her for the sprint anyway.
Yep.
Okay, that was the running of the KELT, eh? Thanks.